won't chase. I need scripts, I need haste. After that, boy, I need grace. I need bones, that's the way. I need laws with no break. I am chosen, I am great. After that, boy, I need space, boy, I need space. I need space, I need space. I want space, I want space, I want space. Y'all out here hollering about one on block. I need space, I want 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 space. Y'all out here hollering about one on block. I need space, I need space.
The Lord dealt with Jeremiah. The Lord had plans for Jeremiah, just like he got plans for all of his people. Just like he got plans for all of his people. We not just puffing into the ghetto and, you know, now we have to drop out of school. We have to be poor. We have to smoke crack. We have to be drunk and high all the time. That's not all we are. The Lord gave us a heritage. I'm gonna just try to expedite this a little bit, all right, for the sake of time. And people, we usually don't just, you know what I mean, we only got a few seconds, but we need you to understand one thing. And your brother, or this your husband, or? No, that's my brother. Your brother, we need all our people to understand this, all right? So the brother asked you about, do you understand that you are an Israelite? Because all of this stuff pertains to the Israelites, right? Let's get that first. Acts 6:1. Acts 6:1. Let's get that first, right? All these things pertain to you. All this stuff that we talking about, the laws, the brothers talking about a diet, brothers talking about a way we got eat things that we can eat, things that we can't eat. Brothers telling me I gotta change my mind, I gotta do these, I gotta change my whole life, right? So how is that pertinent to you, or how is that pertinent to our people? Let's sum it up. Come on.
The book of Romans, chapter 3 and verse 1. What advantage then hath the Jew?
So what's the pertinence of being a Jew? What's the importance of being a Jew? All right, why should we care about being a Jew? Because these brothers out here in purple and gold, you know, they in fringes and things, they telling me that I'm the people of the book, right? Watch this. So what's the advantage of being a Jew? Come on.
Or what profit is there of circumcision?
What profit is there of circumcision? Or what profit is there of keeping the law, keeping the things that the brothers bringing out? I have to stop. I love crab, but the brothers telling me I got to stop doing that. I love shrimp. Brothers telling me I got to stop doing that. I love pork. Brothers telling me I got to stop doing that. I love Christmas. Brothers telling me that's the devil. That's the birthdays, Thanksgiving, all these pagan holidays. The brothers saying I got to stop that. The Bible is saying we have to stop that. Right. And this is why. Come on.
Much every way. Chiefly because that unto them were committed the oracles of God.
So the oracles of God were committed to us. For all of our lives and throughout history. I'm gonna say that throughout modern history, which was from I'm gonna call it 1619. From the time we came over here on the slave ships, if you look down right there, from the time we got over here like that, right? We have been taught misconceptions and lies about our own heritage. Lies. So we hear somebody read the Bible, we keep walking, because guess what? That don't have anything to do with us in our mind. In our mind, like, what that got to do with us, right? Read it again.
What advantage then hath the Jew? Or what profit is there of circumcision?
Circumcision is one of the laws that Moses was given by the Most High God. Not just Moses, it was given first to Abraham to circumcise the men on the 8th day, right? So then Moses, after we came out of captivity, slavery, like we in slavery now, right? After we came out of captivity, Moses had to relearn, then reteach all of Israel all over again. Because just like here in America, we keeping Thanksgiving, we keeping all these pagan holidays and eating like pagans also, right? We eating like devils also, right? We acting like devils also. So we have to be re-educated correctly according to our heritage all over again. Right. It's the same thing repeating itself all over again, right? Watch this, come on.
Much every way.
So it's much profit in being a Jew. Much profit. We the most beautiful people on the planet.
Right.
We the most strongest people on the planet.
Right.
We the most wise people on the planet.
Right.
And we the only one with the heritage of God on this planet.
That's
period.
Right.
Only us. Come on.
Much every way. Chiefly because that unto them,
unto the Jews, chiefly, mainly because to the Jews, read,
were committed the oracles of God.
So the Bible, the oracles of God is the Bible. All the words of God were committed to the Jews, which are today and always have been the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
That's right.
And those things are according to the Bible. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Go to Jeremiah 17:4 real fast. Let's start there. Let's start there, because when we think of the word Jew, when we think of the heritage or culture of the Jewish people, the Jews, do we think of ourselves? Yeah, if you walking down the street and somebody say, "Hey, there go a Jew right there," would you think they talking about you?
Oh, no.
Would you think they talking about your people? No, not at all, right? That's not our heritage anymore. That's not what we're called anymore. That's not what we call ourselves anymore, right? Watch this, come on.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage.
So Jeremiah is a prophet in the Bible. Jeremiah went out every day and did the same thing that we doing right now, every day. But God is saying to Jeremiah, watch this.
And thou, even thyself,
even you, Jeremiah, even you who I've put my own spirit into. This is the Lord speaking to Jeremiah. Even Jeremiah, who the Lord himself put his spirit into. Right? He said, even you going to discontinue from your heritage, which, read,
shall discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
That the Lord just gave him. Go to chapter 1, verse 1. Let's get the beginning of this statement. Let's get the beginning of this book. The Lord dealing with Jeremiah, right? Let's see what he said, 1 and 5. Let's see what he said. Watch this.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 1, verse 5. Before I formed thee.
This is God speaking to Jeremiah. Before I formed thee, read.
In the belly.
In your mother's womb. Right? Come on.
I knew thee.
I knew thee. The Lord dealt with Jeremiah. The Lord had plans for Jeremiah, just like he got plans for all of his people. Just like he got plans for all of his people. We not just puffing into the ghetto and, now we have to drop out of school. We have to be poor. We have to smoke crack. We have to be drunk and high all the time. That's not all we are. The Lord gave us a heritage, and he knew us before we were conceived. Watch this right here. Before we were conceived. You understand? Come on, watch this.
And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee.
Before you was thought of, the Lord sanctified you. There is a spirit. You were with the Father long before you even came to this earth. You were with him, and that's in the Bible. Our church is not teaching us these deeper things, these more intricate things that we can understand and connect ourselves back to our heritage. But watch this, come on.
And I ordained thee a prophet.
Meaning he commanded him, he created Jeremiah to be a prophet. A prophet. Read.
Unto the nations.
Unto the nations, right? Because where were we scattered? Into all nations. So the Bible is saying even Jeremiah, go back to 17 now, that was the beginning. This is when the Lord first started dealing with Jeremiah, right? He said, I formed you, I taught you, I gave you my spirit, right? Now watch what he said. Let's get it again.
Jeremiah chapter 17 verse 4. And thou, even thyself,
even you who I ordained, even you who I gave my spirit to, even you who I sanctified, right? Come on.
Shall discontinue from thine heritage.
Even you going to discontinue from your heritage, Jeremiah. Read.
That I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
Wow. To serve thine enemies. Now let's get the curses. Let's get the curses. Deuteronomy 1 and 1. Then let's get into Deuteronomy 28. And then I'm going to have you come back. Watch this. Because we got to understand first is we are the Jews. Without a doubt. Not we just some brothers who claiming to be that as a religion. No, we the Jew. You a Jew. You are a Jew. This brother right here is a Jew. Look around. Do 360 degrees. All these people that you see out here that look like your people are the real Jews according to the Bible. I'm going to show you. Watch this.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1 and verse 1.
Come on.
These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
So what we're about to read, Moses was only talking to the Israelites. He was only speaking to these people called Israel. Right? Watch this. Deuteronomy 28. Deuteronomy 28. Let's start at verse 1. Deuteronomy 28 and 1. Nope, jump straight to 15. Because she definitely won't be able to see, the brother definitely won't be able to see Deuteronomy 28:1. Because we are a destroyed people. We destroyed. Watch this, come on.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou shalt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So the Bible say that it's a bunch of curses that's going to come on us, or come on the Israelites and overtake them, right? Is it hard to tell that we are cursed people? I know we don't like to say it. I know it feels bad even considering that thing. I know. I get it. It do. It's very uncomfortable. But it's facts. It's facts. What other people go through the things that we go through? What other people has this as their history? Nobody. Nobody. Watch this. Read on.
Verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
So it says now, cursed shalt thou be in the city. Were we cursed at the time when Moses was telling us this? No. We were going throughout the earth. We were going through, well, I'll say, we were going throughout what we call now the Middle East. We were going throughout that, conquering everything. Right. No one could touch us.
Bring it out.
No one. And angels wasn't just a thought in your mind. You could see them. Right. You could see the angel in front of you. You could see the pillar of fire before you. Now these things are mythological to us, and we don't understand it because we fell away from our heritage.
Right.
We lost our heritage. Right. Now we think these things in the Bible are just, I know the Bible is real, but I just can't believe it. Now we have that to battle with and wrestle with because we destroyed. All people know where they came from. All people understand what their history is. All people understand what their heritage is. But the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans have multiple heritages. Multiple. How did that happen? How did that happen? Like, for instance, you ask somebody what their name is. Jump down to 64. No, by word. 36. 37. Yeah, it's 37. That's right. Watch this.
Verse 37, and thou shalt become an astonishment.
So not only will we be cursed in the city, so you look around, right? You look around, you know how we live. We live in, this is where we live at. So you ain't gotta look around. This is how we live. And we like to have in our mind that we are somebody and that we are doing good and we not so bad. No, but that's just what we tell ourselves to soothe ourselves, to rub ourselves, to calm ourselves. That's all we doing. But we are destroyed. We are cursed in the city, definitely. We are cursed in the field, meaning, where's the sign? See the sign right here, sister? Shine the light on it. What's going on right here? What you seeing right here? Yeah. Slavery. Where they at? The fields. That's where they at. This is a curse. Were we not cursed in the fields? We was cursed in the city. What happened when they let us go? What happened after the Emancipation Proclamation? Right? And it was 1876. What happened? 1862. 1863, around about then, right? What happened after that? Because you had what was called the slave laws or slave codes during this, right? Or pre-Emancipation Proclamation. So what were the laws set up for us after? The same law. So you see, look behind you right here. You see the people standing around in front of the store, in front of the gas station, all that. You would be at the mercy of your slave, of the so-called white man, even after the Emancipation Proclamation. That's where, like, you see how they got no loitering and all that. This was started right after that. So a black woman, you could, after a certain period of time, a certain time of day, you couldn't just be walking the street. You couldn't just be out here. All of us will be locked up just for being out here.
That's right.
You had to have a job, right? You had to have a job. So it was like this. If your boss wasn't willing to pay you, you would go back to the plantation, not only because it was all that you knew, but so that you aren't arrested and placed into Lord knows where, with Lord knows what happening to you. You understand? Because if you were loitering, so you always had to be either indoors, at home, or whatever your shelter was, or working. But what jobs did we have? We just got set free. Where was we gonna go? Back to the plantation? Back to that? For free? Were they raping, robbing, killing us, taking our children out of our womb, out of our sister's womb, killing us? We gonna go back to that? No. So a lot of us was just around. That's where the loitering laws came about from. And for our people, they were traps because we are cursed. Read it again.
And thou shalt become an astonishment.
No. Verse 16.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
Cursed shall you be in the city. The city being called the black codes. You had the slave codes first, then the black codes after. Understand? Slave codes are some of the things that we see on the movies where you got these the sheriffs chasing these people, our brothers and sisters through the forest and things, and when they catch them, they cut a foot off. Things like those were laws. Those were literally. They wasn't just those were mean white people. Yeah, they were mean white people, but those were the law. That was by law they did it too. They established laws to destroy you. Laws. So when we read here in the Bible, cursed shall you be in the city, we can say a lot of people, a lot of races went through a hard time, but it was not established by law for the entire planet to follow. Only we can say that this is our history. Our history, not this is the small group from the east of Virginia. They went through that. All of our people can say this is our history. That's right. Oh, that's a curse from God.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.